Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Welcome to another episode. Say
Teye
it
together.
together.
What's that?
I don't know. Say
Teye
it together.
together. Teye. It sounds like you're cutting it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we talking about today?
I think today maybe we can talk more about maybe everything leading up to the wedding and a bit into the first year of marriage and some of the things that we wish we knew.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wish I knew a lot of things.
trying to
Uh,
think of what I wish I knew. All right, I feel like this question is usually asked like after like the first year. Then people ask you like, "Oh,
okay.
how was the first year of marriage?"
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I guess how has it been for you so far being married? If you have like memory of yourself before you got married and now, how has it been for you? Truth
Terrible.
only.
Terrible.
Suffering. Just
Terrible.
suffering.
Terribly
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh,
See, I got you.
you're good.
So yeah, I think that's this question came to my mind not too long ago. So basically, if we there was nothing romantic in our marriage, like what will I be holding on to? And I still really thank God that God gifted us with a friendship
Yeah.
and friendship such that we can share our frustrations respectfully and even still be friends. One of the things that I really wish I knew before our first year of marriage was that, you know, I didn't know you could be animated. Like when you're frustrated, like it
Oh,
could be,
that's,
like everybody probably knows you as a very chill person.
I am very chill.
Yeah, you are until you're,
I,
and it takes a lot to get you there. I think like I have to really have done something.
yeah.
Um,
I think I get frustrated when I can't get my points across how it is in my head. You guys, Kwame has like a way with words, right? It's kind of like, it's like you're like on a debate team. So
I was
like
on a debate
you're,
briefly, very briefly.
so when we have
I mean,
disagreements,
I was on
you're,
the debate prep team. Like, never mind. Let's continue.
well, you should like to debate. Okay. You like to
I'm
like,
a very quiet person. I don't. I okay. Let me not lie on camera. Yeah.
very quiet. Okay. You're not quiet. Like, if people, so people always ask me, like, oh, how did they say, like, who's more outspoken or something? I'm like, come on, like, and then people are shocked. I'm like, why are you shocked? You've heard him
Because people
talk.
know I'm a very quiet person.
Okay. Like, but like, I feel like when it comes to like times when we have disagreements,
hmm
right?
hmm
I always felt like you had an upper hand when it comes to like giving your thoughts on how you felt or like articulating how you were feeling and how something affected you. And I felt like I was fighting for my life when it came to like, okay, this is how I feel. This is the point I'm trying to make. Do you understand me? I felt like I couldn't come up with the words as fast. Right. So I
So
think
now
maybe
your
the
body get
animation
yeah your
just
body
comes
gets involved.
like, why are we? Yeah, but I do feel like in the first year or so, when I used to hear like other couples that just got married would say like,
Yeah, it was
"Oh,
so
our
bad.
first year was not great."
Mm-hmm.
I always used to think back to our first year, and I was like, "Oh, I feel like even early in our marriage, I did feel like it was pretty good." But
Yeah,
I feel like maybe that's because we had all our arguments and
yeah. Leading up, I
disagreements
think
before we got married.
even the night before the trad wedding, yeah, we had a big argument, and my mom was actually had come from. I think she went to Chicago and then came to, or did she come here straight?
She
She
came
came
here
here
straight.
straight.
Okay,
So my mom had visited, and my mom was in the house with me. I was the only one in the house at the time, and my mom was there.
right.
And my wife had come over while my mom was there. Again, I want to emphasize this. It wasn't just the two of us in the house, and my mom was there.
But why did I come over?
Yeah, I think you came over because we had certain preparations to
To do
do
I think
leading up to the traditional wedding,
things
like
that had
things we had to put together.
together.
And so I was like, oh, like it's really late right now, and I don't think it's safe for you to drive back home. My mom is here. You can sleep in the same room with my mom.
Mhm.
But then my wife with my wife now with like the wisdom that she had.
Me, Simi, full
Yeah.
of wisdom.
Oh my.
Full of
Okay,
wisdom.
I'm not telling this. Can we go for a short commercial break?
No,
I'm just
you have
kidding.
to finish the story.
So now she's like, no, I don't think it's a great idea. And she was very calm about it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's a great idea because of what people would think. Oh, at that point,
It's
I
kind of
kind of,
like, yeah, you wanted me to stay over. That's how, like, but everyone knows you. Like, I know you. That nothing was gonna happen, and your mom is there, and
and you're
she's a
sleeping in the
church
room
member.
with
She's a
my mom.
Christian, so
Yeah.
it's not like
Or
you're
even in the living room.
right. And you're
And
thinking,
I'm upstairs.
yes.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, it's the day before the wedding. I was like, we've done everything right leading on to this, right? And not saying like anything was going to happen. Like that wasn't.
But
I was going to drive home, right,
Mhm.
to my parents'
Yeah.
house, and then we were going to
Yeah.
do a traditional wedding.
And then your point is like you walk out, let's say in the morning, you walk out of my house and let's say one of our church members is
Yeah.
just driving through the neighborhood, like they're not gonna know my mom is in the house. And that was your point.
You're gonna. I was
Right.
like, so how is it gonna look?
Then
Like, now is
nobody
not the
cares.
time.
And nobody cares about, yeah, you were right.
So it was more like, yeah, it's okay. My house is not far. It's 15 minutes. I can get in my car and go home. But you're like, look, it's super late. You're tired. Like we've been working on these. I think we were even working on like the program because the program was like a fan
we made our own
by
program.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Glue and everything. with
Printed it.
fans and things like
I
that. It
think we
was
used
so
my printer.
pretty.
That printer is still there.
Yeah.
Man, we need to celebrate the anniversary
I
of
think
that printer.
oh, shit, I don't know what printer we use. But what I was saying is that we were creating those fans. I was leaving. I was about to leave. I was tired, and I was just like, I didn't even think that I should stay, right? And you saying like, oh yeah, just stay, you know.
Yeah, because I didn't think too much about all the optics around it and
Yeah,
everything.
and I was like,
So
this is
yeah,
this. You're the one that wanted to make. We wanted to make not just you, but we are supposed to maintain purity.
oh no, no,
in
no. But
our
the thing is,
courtship
nothing was going to
to
happen.
happen. No, yes,
Like,
I'm saying, but like, so we should flee from evil, or what's the Bible verse, and all appearances of it
yeah, appearances to other
to other
people.
people.
Yeah.
Like we also don't want like other people to have like anything in their mind or like lead someone astray, like a young person that says like, oh,
I was
like
I guess it's
these are
totally
leaders
okay.
in
Yeah,
church,
I
so
guess it's totally
it's
okay
fine.
for
Yeah.
us to spend the night again, and nobody knew.
And no one would have, maybe no one
No
would
one,
have known, but I just didn't think it was
no,
necessary.
no, it
Then go
wasn't.
for
It
the
wasn't.
wedding.
It wasn't. Again, nobody will know that my mom was there. You were sleeping in the
Yeah.
living room. Like
Yeah.
nobody knows about that. So
So
that was a very wise, and the fact that I couldn't even understand at the time. That's why you were driving that until later. And my mom, when you left, my mom was like, "Yeah, Kwame, this thing, like I guess this attitude of always wanting to like, even on this video, I'm doing it right, like trying to like say, I think I'm right,
you're Mr. Right. Pastor Right.
wow, first. But yeah, and sometimes like God helping me, like a lot of times I do find myself in that space of a debater, and and because maybe I'm not technically like shouting,
You feel like
I feel like
yes.
yeah,
Yeah, that's so true because you do feel like, oh, because I'm speaking calmly, then I'm the one like, and I'm just
yeah,
like, just because you're speaking calmly doesn't mean what you're saying. Oh my God. I think that's something that I think I like about us is that like even within our arguments, right? It's just like argument, but still stay in this marriage. Like arguments, but it's like nothing toxic. Argument,
yeah, like no name
arguments,
calling,
no, never, ever.
right?
Like arguments, but like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like just like that friendship is still there. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a rapport that we have with each other. And I really do like that. Even though we did have that argument the day before our wedding. Like I remember like on the next day, which was a Friday, I went to my mom's house to pick up my clothes, and you were there too at my mom's house. I don't know what you were getting. And then you saw me and you tried to talk to me again. You came and then you
That
came
part.
up to me like, oh hey, so I forgot. I think you were asking me a question. I'm just like, are you act like
Nothing.
I was like, we're fighting. I told him I was like, we're fighting.
Well, again,
We're
you know who's petty now, right? So we all have our
I was like,
we all have our flaws.
I was like, we're fighting. right now. We're fighting. We're not on good
Yeah,
terms.
but as Christian,
Okay.
we let the
I
I
like the
almost said the
free
Bible says let bygones be bygones.
the Bible. You know those things. OMG.
Yeah, right.
But I think like that's how free I feel with you in our relationship. That's like not to a point of disrespect, but to a point where I feel like I can tell you how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, respect begets respect,
Yeah,
right?
that's
So
true.
I think that's another thing that I learned. Respect begets respect. So, for me, knowing, as the Bible says that the man is the head of the woman,
Mhm.
but Christ is the head of the man. That carries a lot of weight. Like if Christ is the head, and think about it like a hierarchy, or an org chart.
Mhm.
Like Jesus is the CEO,
Mm.
and then let's say you're coming down the hierarchy, and you're going like, wow, if I'm reporting to Jesus, then I need to like really show that I respect you,
That's
because
the
then
highest
that's
reporting chain.
so if I don't respect you, my higher up, you can do a skip level and go talk to Jesus about
I
me.
sure can. And he has given me permission to do so.
And I don't want to be in any of that. And then respect begets respect. If I'm not showing you that respect that's due you, and if you bring something up like, hey, I don't feel like I'm heard, right? Like I don't feel like you're taking my
My opinions or like
yeah,
my points,
yeah, or even how you're feeling
my
about something I
feelings.
said, no matter how legitimate that I think it was. That's one thing I wish I knew
Mhm.
also, leading up to the marriage, and the fact that my mom had to even call me out on it.
Yeah, your mom is
Um,
so funny. Like, oh, are
oh
you
no,
still doing this
my
Kwame
mom
thing
is
that
my
you
if my mom had a T-shirt, it will probably say "Simi" on it.
Yo, I think one thing, and we can even talk about family a little bit. One thing that I really loved about your family when I met them was that they're genuine like for me. So it wasn't like, oh, okay, this is our in-law, we have to like her. It just
Mm,
felt, it just instilled views like this, like it's Simi, we like Simi,
yeah,
like as a
wait,
person. It doesn't. So I always tell people like, if you offended me, I could easily go to your family and say
yeah.
like, Irama, let me tell you what your brother
And
did.
everybody will come at
And
me.
everybody looks aside.
It's like it's almost like they never even knew. I like, yeah. It's more like you are now the
Yeah.
sister, and I'm like, hey, you married our sister, kind of,
Yeah. So that feels really
yeah,
good to
yeah,
just have that. And I think like it was also nice that you already had a friendship developed with my siblings. You had a
yes,
relationship with
yeah,
my dad. You knew
yeah,
my dad even before
yeah.
he
Before
knew
I knew
me.
you, I knew everybody.
Right. So it's so nice. Like even when you're getting married, just to look at the family that you're
Yeah,
married into, to look at the
yeah.
person's temperament. So even though like when we were getting married, I knew your temperament, because we even courted for like a year plus,
Yes.
right? And now we were already even we had a friendship before this,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So I knew that okay, during your candidacy you were frustrated. No, not
Yeah.
frustrated. You needed to focus. So you
Yeah.
didn't want to talk a lot,
It's like I need
right?
to focus on one thing,
One
and
thing, and which is still true for you. Like you're very like, okay, if I'm focusing on this thing, I'm focusing on it, and then
yeah. Once we're done,
I can
I
do.
can
But
move. Yeah.
multitasking isn't like
Mhm.
that your biggest strong
Yeah.
suit. So
Yeah.
like just knowing the person's temperaments, like observing, which is why sometimes when I see like short courtships, it kind of like scares me a little bit. But like as long as those people are fine, I'm sure they're fine. But I think that really upped with our first year of marriage.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. I
knowing each
think
other.
because we needed a lot of growing.
Yes.
For some people, they might not need that long courtship. I
Mhm.
think that also played a role
Yeah.
in
So
that.
just knowing the person's temperament. And what was the other thing I was saying? I've forgotten now.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. But just being what is
Yes.
it?
It's kind of being aware and sensitive to, you know, for instance, I know that if you don't get a chance to talk, it can escalate.
No, it can't. It doesn't. It's not
No,
escalate.
no, what,
Not
how are you
escalate.
saying it?
It's more like just even forget about it. Like if I don't get a chance to talk, then I feel like I can't hear you because you're not hearing me. Like that's just you get what I'm trying to say. Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You were looking at me like you didn't understand what I was saying.
No, I was listening. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there we
Well,
go.
we said we're going to be real, so we are.
Oh,
But
oh, oh,
if I feel like we're disagreeing on something, and I'm telling you my point, but you're not letting me tell you my point. or you're not trying to understand my point. Like you're not listening. If someone is not listening,
Kind of like not listening to respond, but actually listening.
listening
Yeah.
because you want to hear what the person
Mm-hmm.
has. And I feel like that was a lot of things was like, oh, listening to respond instead of listening to, oh, okay, this is why she was saying that, Then
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, forget it. Like there's no point in even having our
A
conversation.
conversation.
Yeah.
So,
But we didn't argue a lot during the first year.
no,
A lot of
no.
our arguments happened
Yes,
in courtship
subsequent, and then subsequently.
after the first
Yeah.
year. What are some things that we disagreed on?
I think the biggest one that we had was about money.
Finances.
Yeah, it was about
Did
money.
we have a joint account?
Yeah, we've always had a joint account.
Yeah.
Always had a joint account.
When
Even
we
the
got
credit
married.
cards are shared.
Yes. So I think that's also a level of trust.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I felt like we could have a joint account. I felt like you would not carry our money and run away. And I know I'm
That's
sure
so
you
right.
know it.
I mean, I think for me, it wasn't even a thought. I knew that we could have a joint account. I knew that
Yeah.
we could have things together, and I just thank God that right now
We
we
were
have
so
we have
sure for being so
everything.
young
We have
because I do
everything.
hear
Mm,
sorry to interrupt.
mm.
I do hear like a lot of young people right now, like
I think they're still young.
are we
We're
regardless of how young we were, right? We just there was this confidence in the marriage, like this confidence in the relationship, this confidence in the person, at least speaking for myself, right? I had like this confidence that, yeah, if anyone is going to cheat me, it's not going to be Kwame. If anyone is going to, I like, I just knew that when we are arguing one day, you are not going to slap me. I just, in the depths, in the deepest parts of my soul, I knew that you were never going to slap me. Like, not even, you were never even going to push me. You were never even going to ever grab my arm. And you've never done that in 12 years. It's not because I say you shouldn't do it. It's just not inside you. You get what I'm saying? I knew that you were not going to call me names. You know,
mm.
you might, a lot of times you do look at me with like a
No, I used
very,
the eye. Yeah, I used
a
the eye
very,
and the
you
kind of
just
like
like
very.
squint.
Yeah, I just
Like, is everything okay?
yeah, like is this happening? No, I didn't think this was going to. I feel like when you argue and get to a point and then it's kind of like it starts becoming like really why would we like give it
Arguing. Yeah, yeah.
anyway? But is there like an expectation that you had that like quickly changed like when we got married? Like at least like
Oh,
say within the first year.
I think I need specifics of what you mean.
Mhm.
Expectation.
I think you kind of talked about it a little bit. Like you're expecting. You know what? I feel like that was not a good question because one of the things that happens is when nobody is showing who they really
All
are
right, yeah.
during the courtship process. And
Then everyone is shocked.
yeah, then everyone is kind of, wait, what? I didn't know
Mhm.
that this
That's why I keep
was.
saying like the first year wasn't difficult for me because I wasn't shocked. Like I know like sometimes even when I watch like those Christian movies, like and they're like, oh, they're arguing and they need a marriage counselor. Why do you need a marriage counselor? Oh, he always puts his clothes on the floor. And I'm just
Mm,
like, oh, like even like you got what I'm trying to say.
yeah.
It wasn't oh, okay, he always puts his clothes on the floor. When I told him to pick it up, he doesn't do it. Or like he gives an excuse and he calls it nagging. Like I feel like that's not us. Like you got what I'm trying to say. Like there of course there were a plethora of things that we needed to
To
work
work
on.
on.
But it
Right.
wasn't something so minor that when I'm hearing things like that, I'm just like, oh, like both of you can talk about it. The other person sees that this thing is making the other person uncomfortable, then don't do that thing. You to talk to the person in a way that they'll be able to fix that problem well. Is it maybe it's older Simi that is thinking
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, no, I don't think so. But I said yes because a lot of things we're growing, right? And we don't realize it. Like, for instance, I'll give you like an example. You remember when I think there was this argument that we had? I think it was that same. I think that's the one that really stuck. It was the same finance thing. I think I was planning to send money somewhere,
Mhm,
and you had said, and it wasn't even for the person. It was for someone that the person knew, like the person's boss,
mhm.
or like back home. And I was like, why are we doing this? Like, how safe is this even? I think I was going to send it through PayPal or something. And again, in
I
your
can't even
wisdom,
remember.
in your wisdom,
Yeah.
you said, "Oh no, we can't do that." And then I think I may have said something like, "Oh, I also work in this house," like
But
and
all of
then
both of our
both
money
of our
is inside the
money is like,
account.
and then and I take the fall for that. Again, the whole debating kind of attitude and mindset. And then I think uh well, what even happened?
I can't remember this, but I kind of vaguely
Yes.
remembering like
Yeah.
somebody's boss needing
Yeah.
cash or something. And I'm just like, how's that our business?
And I feel that's the time that I learned that I kind of have a some kind of victim mentality that I flip the conversation in a way that I think that's what people call gaslighting now.
I
Right?
don't even know
Like,
what's the
oh, if you
definition.
didn't, yeah, everybody has their own. Like, if you hadn't said this, then I wouldn't have done
Reacted
this, or
this
I
way.
wouldn't have reacted this way, I wouldn't have said this. Actually, I take that back. That wasn't gaslighting. That was plain out like victim mentality. Because I'll frame the conversation in such a way that then, my wife is not going to start feeling like she's the one that did something wrong. I think it's kind of borderline gaslighting. But Jesus has helped me out of that. And it took that one incident for me to realize that's something I needed to change.
So it sounds like we're talking a lot about conflict
Yeah,
and
we
how we're
are.
resolving it.
Yeah.
I remember, I remember this one time we're arguing, and I was so dramatic, bro. You're
Mhm.
dramatic.
It was probably one of the ones that I think everybody just forgets what they did.
I
But then the other person remembers like what never mind. Go
so
on.
look, you want to hear the one? Okay,
Mm.
so we were arguing this one time. I don't even know what year. Maybe no. Okay, I think it was even had to be recent because it was in our house that we're living now. So it had to be at least
5 years
years
ago.
ago.
Okay.
So we were arguing, and like in our bathroom, the master's bathroom, and it's pretty big, right? So it's like a place where like you're not enclosed, right?
Mhm.
So we were arguing, and I'm talking to you, and you were trying to leave the
Yeah. Oh,
conversation,
yeah. And we need to
right?
go there now.
We
Yeah. Like something came to my mind.
so,
Never mind, continue.
okay. Yeah. So he's trying to. We're talking back and forth. It's like, oh, you give your point, I give your point, give a point, I give my point, and I think like there was no resolution, like. It's kind of like it wasn't a discussion. It was just like a rebuttal for each other's argument. And I remember like, okay, you used to still do that thing where like when you're like, you know what, I don't want to argue again.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
I'm going to walk out of the door and like go and vacuum or do something. So you were no, because that was you. You take like a
Start
rag and you
cleaning.
start wiping the counter.
I mean, the energy is there. It has to be directed towards
Oh my
something.
gosh. And then you like try to come out of the door of the bathroom because I'm standing closer
close to
to
the
the door
door.
and like you're standing over there. And then you're trying to like exit, right? And I was like, no, where are you going? We're
Close
still
the door.
talking.
Yeah.
And then and then I slam the door. And then you're so dramatic.
Yeah, no, I was actually like, wait, oh my goodness, like,
And then he goes,
hey,
and then I just paused.
I used to be in the drama club too.
I paused. I was like, what was that? Did you?
No, but
I was like, did you think? And then you were
but
like,
that's not something I'm.
no. But did you not say something like, are you going to beat me? Or are you
Yes,
hit
I'm
me?
going to-
Are you
I mean, there's some people,
weapon?
there's some people that like. I
I was like,
mean,
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
I was so offended. My character, me, I don't even be fighting nobody.
I mean,
Small me.
but think about it. Like,
So I'm still offended from that.
you know what? I'm very sorry.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
I slammed
For
my
my
door and I really
dramatics.
because I was like, no, you can't. You
Yeah,
can't always
but
try to
but
exit the argument.
although think about it this way. What if I was the one that did that?
No,
Like, how would that be perceived?
but I don't work out of argument.
No, I meant the door part. But
It wasn't even that I was trying to slam the door. I was trying to close it. It just ended up being slammed. Okay. No. No, but seriously, so I slapped the door and you were like, I think like
I mean, had anybody slammed the door in the marriage leading up to that point?
no.
That was the first. And see, and it goes back to that question.
No, but this was like
What are
5
the
years
things-
into our marriage. I used to slap.
The door is slammed.
I know. I think I wonder what we were arguing about, bro.
I think I don't even know what
I
it
don't
was.
know.
Anyway, But what I'm saying is like some of the things that we end up arguing about, when we are very introspective and we walk back on it, we, at least in our experience, we
Yeah.
realize that it's something very minor. Like in one of the cases, it had to be like, okay, let me really think about what my wife is saying about the safety of this PayPal thing,
Yeah.
and like this is hard earned money that we both worked hard
Yeah.
for,
And we
and
don't
thinking
know
about
this
it.
other third party.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even putting my ego aside, and my ego of, oh, yeah, we both contribute to the pool of money and things like that. And which, first of all, it's not even a Christian. Uh, when I say Christian, like someone that's a true follower of Christ, or Christ-like. Let me put it that way. It's not Christ-like,
Mm-hmm.
because even with Jesus, the Bible says that he did not consider himself as equal with God, but he humbled himself even to the death of the cross, despising the shame.
Yep.
And now he's been given a name that's above every other
I
name.
agree.
And a lot of times, relinquishing, not to say that, being a doormat, but, you know, again, respect begets respect,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus did not receive a name that is above every other name by flaunting himself all around. It was because he submitted himself, even though he's equal with God, right? And so for me, one of the lessons that I've learned in all of that is even the timing to have those kind of conversations. Like, is it a time when, for you, you like your sleep, right? Because your name is Siri,
I like to rest.
to rest, right? So if I bring up something around the time you want to sleep, I'm not going to have your full attention on
Of
that,
course.
and that might make me
Not.
feel like I'm not also being heard. And
Yeah.
and then for you, if it's around the time I'm trying to zone out and
Do your work or
do work, because I
something.
can only try and focus on one, maybe two things
Yes.
at a time, then it's not also going to land well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, for us, growing and learning that, maybe sometimes it's during like a dinner or date night, even if it's like a list of two or three things that we can talk about. Maybe it's during a time when nobody's super tired or super hyper focused, like
Yeah.
in my case. I
I
think it
think,
really helps, even
yeah,
with the small issues that can escalate.
because that's something that I had to learn even in our marriage that, okay, you are a discusser, right?
Yeah.
That's not a word, but I just like how it sounds. Like, you like to like also flesh things
Yeah,
out
let's break
and
it apart.
let's break
Let's
it up.
dig into the
Yes, let's
details.
see what happened. And
Yeah.
also me too, in a
Let's
certain
draft
way.
the SOP to go with
Let's
it.
look at the
Yeah.
processes,
Yeah.
all the steps. But I also like to look at things from like I'm someone that I want to look at things from like the beginning. Like what was the cause of this? What was the root argument of it, you know? So usually for me, I'm just like, if there was if you didn't say this, this wouldn't have happened, right? But
Yeah.
one thing that I'm learning and I'm still learning even now is that for you, because you like to discuss something and you like to flesh it out, right? I have to find time to be able to like give you that allowance to discuss it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like, yeah, now is a good time. We can talk about
Yeah.
it. Like, okay, yeah, but this is what you were saying, but this is how I perceived it.
Mm.
Remember, we always do that. Like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you said that,
And
but
it's
I'll be
not.
like, this is how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But feelings aren't always like true, but also like watching how we say things matter a lot. Right. So, like, that's just something that has really helped in conflict resolution
Yeah.
with
And even I think one of the things that I've also learned is sometimes I make light of things, like especially if
what do you
it's
mean?
like, so let me put, maybe you say something, right, and I
Mhm.
think it's so ridiculous, then I
Oh
start
God.
laughing in the middle of the argument. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like, and
it's
that's
a serious
something,
moment.
especially if it's becoming, I see that it's beginning to
Escalate.
escalate. I was like, okay, I just want to go out
Yeah.
and
And I'm
walk
just like,
away.
hey, come back. That's, no,
and
you're not
and
done.
it's something that we are both learning, right? So even sometimes the fact that, hopefully, I mean, because again, we're all still growing. No,
Yeah.
like, man, I have a lot of growing to do,
Same here.
right? But it's for you also knowing, like, okay, if it's because I'm trying to communicate, okay, time out. So I think there was even a time that I think we tried it once where it's like
let's
Okay,
pause
let's pause.
the
Time out.
argument.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's beginning to get to
Like a
places.
referee
Yeah, it's beginning to get to places
before it
where,
escalates
yeah, we
to a
don't want
place
it
where we
to,
can't
and it's not
return.
that serious. So let's come back to this later, like a timeout, not like a walkout, but like,
Like, let's take a break in this
yeah,
argument.
yeah, let's
You know,
revisit
I
it
think a lot
later.
of our arguments or conflicts have been like resolved. We could resolve it, no matter how intense it was. But there's been a time, I think I remember one, no, there was only one incident in my memory where I've just been like, maybe I don't want to be married again. Or if I'm not married, I'll be fine. If I'm not married to
Mm,
Kwame, I'll be fine. Remember?
I can only pick one incident
It's only
like that.
happened
Yeah,
once.
once, yeah.
I
And
can't
I
even
think
remember how
you
long
were
ago
actually
it was.
pregnant
I
at the time
was.
too. And what I did was not, it had to do with, is the PayPal thing.
Oh, that was.
Yeah, is the PayPal. That's why I remember it so clearly.
Uh,
Yeah, that's when,
I can't remember.
yeah.
I just know that we were texting. Remember,
No,
we were
but
texting back and
that was
forth.
not fair to you, right? And
I
that's what
can't
I meant
remember.
by the whole victim kind of mentality. That was the time I realized that no, I can't keep making you feel that way.
I don't even know how we
And
resolved that.
because for me, I always see, where you gonna,
No, that's right.
because for me, I always thought like, I'm a gentle person. I don't yell.
That's true.
I don't even come at you. Like
At
I don't
all, yeah.
like.
You're relatively calm. Like when you're talking, you just sit down and talk,
You
and
know,
you also aren't disrespectful. So it's not like one of those people that they're quiet but they're verbally abusive. No, your nature is just like
but I want to win the argument.
yes, which that's the only flaw. But it's also
So
not a
yeah.
flaw. It's just like a trait. You get what I mean?
Yeah, like a bad trait that
It's
Jesus
not bad.
has helped
It's
me with,
necessary sometimes when
uh,
you're defending the faith.
or yeah, or on the phone with the Apple,
Anyone that's took your money
with your
without
Apple.
anyone, you know.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Apple, we love you. We
you can
honor.
sponsor us.
Yes, thank you for all that. Thank you for reconnecting my
We
phone.
use your
We use
products.
your products. That's what we're using right now. Nothing against you. Well, I
Yeah.
think I've said too much.
Anyway,
So one of the things I also think has really, not one of the things, the main thing
yeah.
that I think has really helped us is prayer.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Like the fact that we know the Lord and like God,
yeah,
our consciences are not like
yeah.
sealed up.
Because in
Like
the end, oh, sorry, go on.
no. I want to finish. I want you to finish what you were
But I
saying.
don't want you to forget what you were
I'm
saying.
not.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You said conscious.
Consciences.
I think it's also like knowing that this is not, like, marriage is only going to last here, but
And
eternity and, our personal relationship with Jesus
so
matters even more. Because if the Holy Spirit's not going to let me be, it's like, sometimes the Holy Spirit asks me questions like, what was that about? Yeah,
what are you doing this
what are you
evening?
doing? Like, what was that about? Like, should a rapture happen right now? Yeah,
So important to just be with someone that is godly, that has like true godliness. When I mean like their father
sometimes
is
just
God.
thank God
You know, like
for you.
there's that saying that if before you marry someone or get into any kind of courtship, you should see who is this person accountable to. Like, can you report
Mm,
them? That was why it
mm.
was so easy for me to marry you because I was like, between Mama and Irama, I can report you to those two.
Yeah,
I
as
have
long as
perfect confidence
those
in
ones I'm
them.
not even as afraid of as you reporting me to Jesus.
Then
Then that
yes,
one.
and so like having someone that knows the Lord is really helpful because I think
Sure.
that's by the time
Yeah.
like the first day of the argument, the second time of the argument, you start like
Yeah. Someone will start getting
convicted. Like even if you thought of like, okay, this is what the person did, this is how they did it, right? You start getting like, okay, you too, you said this. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But then it doesn't mean that it's still not hard to apologize. It doesn't mean that it's still not hard to reconcile. Where you're like, okay, hi, can we talk about like what happened? I'm not a can we talk about what happened type of person. I'm more of it like, how do I?
I think you want me to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I think like after some time when you feel like, there's no headway, you kind of block out. You're like, you know what, zone out. Is that the word?
Yeah.
You don't even want to.
I don't have.
You pretend like, it's okay. I'll be okay. It's fine.
Don't even worry about
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
It's okay.
Guys, it's the most dangerous. Like when it's like
No,
I'm telling you, when my wife,
Hang on.
yeah, don't, yeah.
It's all right. Like, are we eating dinner tonight? Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
what,
you don't
what
even worry
happened?
about that.
Nothing, nothing.
Nothing. Everything is good. Oh, that's how you feel. Oh,
Girl,
okay. It's
yeah,
totally fine.
trust me.
But then it is totally fine because I'm just at this point where like
It's kind of like I don't care about it
I
anymore.
don't care. Like my care is gone. Like, and I legitimately, I'm okay not talking about it. And I would just, and I'm an avoider, so I would just not even like bring that topic up again. If anything remotely like that tries to happen again, I'll just avoid it like a car trying to avoid potholes or something. Okay, like,
Yeah.
I'm an avoider, which is
Mm,
also not great. But like, I think you learn to like, and I don't
kind of
even do
draw
it on.
you out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't do it on purpose. Like,
After
but
prayer.
not not after prayer.
Mm,
Yeah, so that's our conversation today on like conflict resolution and other aspects of the beginning of our marriage. So we'll see you guys on the next
episode,
episode.
drop in the comments if, there's certain lessons that you learned also,
Mhm.
maybe in the
What are
first
some
couple
things
of
that worked
years.
for you?
Yeah, things that worked for you. Let's all learn and let's all grow together.
Or if you're not married, what are some things that you're grasping from this that you might not want to do or that you might want to do?
Maybe you're a Kwame type or a Simi type.
Oh, yeah, maybe leave in the comments. Who are you more like? Are you more like Simi, the gentle one, or Emmanuel, the not gentle one? Bye.
Bye, everyone.